Grapsch. Sicilian defense, and this is a knight-off variation, and this is the old main line. He plays very quickly, so it seems that he knows the best moves. Yeah, you know, the b5 is sometimes possible that white sacrifices here and has quite a nice attack here on d6 as well. So I first play rook b8. Now something like f5 exists to sacrifice a pawn here even, what he doesn't play. Okay, now I play b5. b4 to weaken this square. And this is a nice diagonal for the bishop in my view. And yeah, I thought about playing knight c5 to put even more pressure on this square, and also maybe to exchange this this piece. But on the other side, if white, and I think sooner or later he plays f5, I could really jump to e5, a very nice square for my knight. If I castle short, white can very quickly attack and open files on the king side. So this is really a very sharp game. I'm a bit slow here on the queen side though, so I'm not sure if I really a5, a4, a3, or after a4, b3, if it's all quick enough, you know. So the alternative would be to play d5 and yeah, break up the center, because I think it's really too quick here. Yeah, that's what I do now. This is a square I really wanted, and in an open position, the bishops are quite strong, and I think it doesn't take long until the position is open. On the other side, this bishop is not doing that much, but it attacks here. I think it's not that good. It's not a good move if it takes here, because it opens a line against white's king. White also threatens something like f6. I'm really not sure where to go with my king. Tough game. Maybe I should even play something like g6. Because, I mean, if he takes here, very tough. Maybe I sacrifice a pawn here.
Check.
Yeah, so now I have a safe king and the bishop pair. So this is something I'm happy about, and I could easily exchange some of the pieces here, bishop e4 for example, to even you know, avoid any attack of white. What I could play is also rook d8 to exchange further pieces. yeah, he threatens a mate now, but I can just play
check.
Queen f4, attack his king, and he needs to play now the knight to e3, and then I can take here the knight on e4. So essentially white just blundered the piece.
White resigns.
So what do we learn from this game? I mean, the opening, the Sicilian opening often leads to very sharp positions, and in positions like this, when white castles long and black tends to castle short, yeah, and after rook b8 I'm not able to castle long anyway, it often depends on the speed, how quickly someone can open lines in front of the enemy king. So the essential strategy here is white attacks with his pawns on the king side, and black tries to open lines on the queen side. And you would also be happy to do it even if you lose a pawn. Sometimes it's even good. Just imagine I already castled and this pawn is not on the board. Then a white rook here would be very strong on this file, because it would look directly on my king. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on this pawn. He could also threaten then bishop h6. Attacks this pawn. It can't move because the rook would pin my this pawn here, and here you can see that white is much faster. There are already two pawns almost on ahead in front of my king, whereas I'm a bit slow. Yeah, so I need a couple of moves, 1, 2, 3, and then I don't know if it's really quick enough. I don't have my pieces out. I need to castle. This takes a move. I need to move the bishop. Takes a move, 2 moves. And white is just like h5, g6, and that's it. So he takes my king. And for this reason, I think it's quite important to play in the center. If the center is not fixed, because here are some pawns that are still possible to move, yeah, and you see that your opponent is quick on one wing and you are slower, then open the center, try to make a strategic change in the game, because that's what I did here. He still continues with his attack, and it would be very, very strong now if my pawn is not on d5. You know, here let's assume I castled. He can play f5, and then he threatens f6. And even if I win the pawn, yeah, like gf6, he takes, and I can take back, the g file is totally open, and he can attack very, very easy. And after this,
check.
If you look now at the position, here maybe I see that I could play maybe something like queen f4 also. Yeah, same idea like in the game, and win this rook, but I'm not. I think it's also fine here. And yeah, here you can see that it's more difficult for white now to attack. I mean, if he plays h5, I could take here, and afterwards the g5 pawn is hanging with the bishop. I think this was essential in this game, yeah, and this is something you should remember. Play on the wings if it's possible, yeah. I mean, if there are opposite castlings of the kings, you need to attack and open files for the kings. But if you are slower, break up the center.